Hello everyone, thanks for watching. This is my reading for September 2015 for Leo. September 2015 for Leo. How will the month of September go? Let's find out. How will the month of September go for Leo? How will the month of September go for Leo in 2015? How will the month of September go for Leo in 2015? Let's see what the cards have to say. So, at the center here, we have the Knight of Swords. The knight holding aloft his sword, dashing across the plain. Swords is always the suit of ideas, concepts, rationality, reason, that kind of thing. And here we have the central image is of the knight taking his ideas out into the world, charging forward to cut through the underbrush and the trees and all the things that oppose and stop him, to make sure everybody knows what he's thinking and that he's right. Maybe he is. Crossed with the 8 of Cups. So with this one, we have a sense of the knight dashing off to accomplish something new. But maybe he hasn't really thought about what he's leaving behind. Here this person has turned his or her back upon the standing cups. Something was important, something this person had, but something this person has chosen to turn away from. And given that this is an opposing card in the sort of cross situation, you have to wonder, when this knight's going out and charging around, what exactly has been left behind? Should that have been left behind? Is the knight really ready to be moving on? I think that's going to be a theme for this reading. We have here, in the moving away from the 4 of Swords, 4 of Swords being a card that represents a sort of rest and retreat from the world, and moving towards a conflict, the 5 of Wands. And so we have the knight's sort of rested, he's charged up, moving into a new conflict. He's going to take on these punks with his sword and cut through them. Okay, that can be good, I guess, maybe. So we have here the 7 of Pentacles here, representing patiently waiting for your fruits to bloom, patiently waiting for harvest, for things to come through, for investments to be ready. He's been putting this together for a while. This isn't some half-baked plan. This is the culmination of planning, patience, preparation, rest, and whatnot. Moving out on this new venture, leaving these things behind. Queen of Wands. Still thinking about the Queen of Wands. And the happy home he's leaving behind. Interesting. And so here, I think, in this card here, represents a person and situation that's being left behind. But it's still in his mind. It's still in his thoughts. He can't really forget about it, even as he charges forward into battle. The people behind still matter. Now here we have the Ace of Wands in the base of the stack. There's sort of a new, dynamic, fiery opportunity being offered from the clouds for growth and development and change. Usually a good thing. But the circumstances around him, with the people around him or her, the circumstances around Leo are uncertain. You got the Two of Pentacles here, juggling these things up, trying to keep them in balance, but not always succeeding not always succeeding as much as one might like. Of course, this Knight of Swords believes that these ideas are righteous and just and proper. And so, in his dreams, in her dreams, we have the Chariot, the triumph of the idea, the triumph of willpower, of self-control, of moderation, of rationality. Obviously, this is what's being hoped for. And there we have, at the top of the staff, we have strength. And so, it's not entirely flawed at thinking either. There's a degree of truth to the Knight and to his beliefs about the situation. His planning and preparation really will pay off a bit. We have strength here. Well, he's tapping into inner strength, bearding the lion, as they say. So let's see. Empress, High Priestess, and the World. Oh my. Well, Leo is in for a bit of a powerful month here. We've got planning and preparation paying off in moving forward into conflict, but the Ace of Wands, we got strength here, Empress, High Priestess, and the World. Well, for those Leo watchers who are men, the obvious reading would be that you're going to meet somebody, or be moving into a situation in which one's feminine aspects, as represented by the Empress and the High Priestess, are sort of coming into bloom, in which the world attaining a new level of completion. Feminine strength and power that represents, with the World, the end of the tarot journey. The World being the final card, the final card of the major arcana, sort of representing completion of the journey, just as the Fool is the beginning. And so, yeah, Leo's got some things going on, even though he's not so sure, or she's not so sure about leaving what's being left behind. But the new journey, yeah, got a lot of power in there. Best of luck to you.